Hey guys, Molly here, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I always forget to say that. I'm like, yeah, you guys are not always coming back to my channel. Some of you guys may be new. Never know. So yeah, today I have my August wrap up, and everything. So this month I read a total of 5 books. I'm very proud of myself because 4 of these books I read in 1 week. Uh, 3 of the books I was already reading previously. I didn't start that week. But one of them I did start that week, and I finished it, I think, in like 2 days. I don't exactly, 2 or 3 days, one of those, and everything. But yeah, let's just get started. So, for this month, I read a total of 1,663 pages. Pat on the back for that. And everything. I was so close to reading actually 6 books. And then the month ended and I never got to read 6 books. The most books I've read in a month is 5. So I've never actually read more than 5 books, sadly. But one day I'll read 6 books in a month and everything. But yeah. So this month I had 0 5 stars, sadly. 3 4 stars, 2 3 stars, 0 2 stars, and 0 1 stars, which is good. Very happy about that. That means I had a good reading month and everything. So yeah. So the first book I finished this month was Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. I read this book from July 28th, 2018, to August 1st, 2018. So I read this book in July and finished it on August 1st. But since I did finish it in August, I count it as a August read. And it was the 1st of August, so this was my very first August read, of course. I did give this 3 out of 5 stars. This book is a classic. So this book was written, I think the 1600s. I could be wrong about that. No, I think Othello was 1603. I don't exactly remember when this was written and everything, but this book is about this boy and this girl, Romeo and Juliet, and they're like 14, I think. I think Romeo is 15 and Juliet is like 14 or something, and they meet at this ball. I think it's a ball or a party or something that Juliet's family was hosting. And they meet and they, of course, they fall in love. So this book is very insta-lovey. So if you don't like insta-love books, or tropes, I mean, then this book would not be for you, or anything. But everyone knows what Romeo and Juliet is. I originally read this in 9th grade as required reading, so we did read this as a class and everything, and I enjoyed it then, and I kind of enjoyed it now. I think I enjoyed it back then more than I did now, since I did give it 3 stars. I did enjoy it, it's just not my favorite, and everything. So yeah, the plot was good. I had my eyes rolling a couple times because this plot is just, I would say it's outrageous. I don't know if outrageous is honestly the right word for this. The plot and everything, but it's not, I don't know. It's really hard to explain because if you've read Romeo and Juliet, then you would understand how much this irritates people. and like how unrealistic it is, of course. The pacing was fast since it is written as a play. It's originally a play and it's written as a play, of course. Some of the characters, of course, annoyed me. The pettiness of the feuds between the two families is real. I just, I wanted to slap a couple of people, to be honest. I'm like, shut up, stop being so annoying, and get over yourself, honestly. I don't know if that's what the people were like back in the 15 or 1600s, whenever this book was written. But, I mean, people still today are very petty, but it feels like they were a lot petty back then than they are now. But people will be like, oh no, we're even more petty, which is really true. This generation is so petty. I'm like, get over yourself. But yeah, so some of the characters were petty and just annoyed the crap out of me. And yeah. And the next book I did finish this month was Spoiled by Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan. I read this book from August 9th through August 20th. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Probably one of my favorite books at the moment. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This book is about this girl, Molly, and her mother dies. That's not a spoiler because it's literally on like page 10, and everything. So yeah. And Molly has to move all the way to California from Indiana because she used to live in Indiana. And she has her biological father, Brick Berlin, is a world famous movie / director, star, and everything. And she has a half sister, Brooke. And they get at with each other because, of course, they are sisters, and sisters always argue and always have like petty feuds sometimes. I would know. I have 3 sisters. So yeah, there's 4 girls in my family. 4 children girls, I guess. And Molly has to now adjust to the Hollywood life since her father and her sister are so famous and everything, and she goes through stuff at school and at home and with her family and everything. So if you love drama and feuds between people, then and you love the Hollywood life and like Hollywood and celebrity books, then this book would be a great book for you to pick up if you enjoy that type of stuff like I do. I love Hollywood's books and celebrity and everything like that type of books. Now the plot was really good since I enjoy this stuff and I really enjoyed the plot. The pacing was very fast in my opinion, so I flew through this book very easily, and I enjoy that type of pacing because it makes me feel like I'm actually accomplishing something with my life. But yeah, the characters were kind of snotty. No, not all the characters. Some characters were snotty and bratty, and they just needed a good talk to. And I'm like, is that how you act around your parents? You spoiled little brat. To be honest. Like, some of the kids at Molly's school were just spoiled little brats, hence the word spoiled. And everything. And that kind of annoyed me because I hate spoiled little brats. And yeah. And they were kind of mean to Molly, which annoyed me because I hate when people bully each other. Of course, bullying is not nice. As a person who has been bullied a lot, I don't like that type of stuff, and that annoyed the crap out of me in these books. And I know it happens, and you just can't just not leave it, like, can't leave it out of the book. Like, it happens real life, so this is like a real life book and everything. But like, give Molly a break. She's new. What do you want her from her? She's new to this Hollywood life, and she came from Indiana, which is the Midwest, which is the middle of nowhere, and everything. I just want to strangle a couple of people because they really annoyed the crap out of me. Brooke, her sister, I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to spoil anything. But, yeah. And the next book I finished this month was Radiance by Alyson Noel. I read this from August 21st to August 22nd. So yes, it was 2 days that I read this and everything. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. This book is a little spin-off from the Immortal series. Again, by Alyson Noel. This follows Ever's little sister, who is 12, Riley. She died in a car crash, and now she's going to the afterlife, and she becomes a soul catcher as her job. So she has to bring people's souls to the other side, which have to cross the bridge and to go to the other side and everything. This book was, it was okay. It was not my favorite. I did enjoy it, but I didn't love it. Some of the things that Riley said annoyed me, but again, she is 12. I seen in a review that the person didn't like Riley because she was very immature. I don't know if she knew how old she was, but 12-year-olds are very immature. When I was 12, I was immature as well, and we don't have any control over that because we are still growing up, and sometimes we don't know any better. And we just want to do whatever we want. And we want to say whatever we want. So, yeah, so I don't know if she understood that. I'm like, were you not 12 before? But yeah, sometimes Riley was very immature because she is 12 and she just got her life taken away. And now she has to live in heaven for all eternity. And yeah, she didn't get to grow up and become an adult or a teenager or anything like that. So the pacing was fast-paced again, so that I did fly through this book, and I finished it in 2 days, and everything. I could have finished it in 1 day, but like at night, I was so tired, I couldn't even finish this. But yeah. And the next book I finished was Dare to Dream, Life as One Direction, all by the One Direction members. I read this from July 5th to August 22nd. This is a nonfiction book. I was a huge fan of One Direction when I got this book. Oh yeah, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I was a huge One Direction fan, so when I was younger, and I never got the opportunity to read this till now. I actually told my dad, I was like, hey, I want to read this, and he's like, no, you're not, and I'm like, yes, I will, I promise, please get it for me. He's like, okay, you have to promise me you're gonna finish it. And I got to like through Harry's part and never continued. So yeah, I broke the promise. But yeah, so I finally read it after I got this back like 2013, 2014, something like that. I don't exactly remember what year, probably 2013, and everything. But yeah, this book is about, again, One Direction, and their life through their early life, some of the X Factor, and in like after X Factor, and and what they went through, and the tour that they went on after X Factor and everything. This book was not the best written book because they're not professional writers and they are just teenage boys in a boy band, and they're not the greatest writers, I guess. And I don't think they want to be writers when they grew up. But yeah, the writing is not the best, and everything. I loved all of their stories and everything and what they wrote, and what their feelings were throughout that whole, like, their early life and through X Factor, some of X Factor, and how they were feeling on the tour and everything. So yeah, I did enjoy this book. And the last and final book I finished this month was Cress by Marissa Meyer. I read this from September 22nd, 2017, all the way through August 26th of 2018. So yes, it did take me a whole year to finish this book because I guess I wasn't in the right mood to read it for the end half of 2017, because I was on like page 14 for like the longest time ever. And I finally picked it up again and I started reading it and everything. So I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. This is the third book to the Lunar Chronicles series. The plot was amazing. I'm not going to talk too much about this book because I don't want to give any spoilers or anything, but yeah. So, the plot was amazing. The pacing was, good. I really liked the pacing. Not too fast, not too slow, kind of in the middle. I really enjoyed that. And the characters are amazing. I love the characters. The new characters as well. And the old characters, of course. And Captain Thorn is hilarious and such a sweetheart and cute and funny, and I just love him. And Cress is adorable, and I just, I don't want to, because if I say something about them, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to keep my mouth quiet about that because you need to read it for yourself, and I think you would, I don't want to say anything. Okay, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was, I love this so much. And yeah, yeah. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you give us a big old thumbs up and also subscribe down below to see more of me. And if you enjoy my content, and you can subscribe if you want. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you. If you like my content and you want to see more of me and my channel, then you can hit that subscribe button. Also, you can hit that bell button as well to be notified when I do post a new video, because apparently these days subscribing isn't enough, because if you subscribe, sometimes you might not see my videos in your subscription box, which is very annoying. And everything. But yeah, so if you want to know when I post, please hit that bell button so you'll be notified when a new video goes up. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and everything. Also, if you want to follow any of my social media accounts, they are going to be all linked down below in the description box. So you can either follow my Twitter, my personal Instagram, my Bookstagram, my Goodreads. We have a book club on. We have a book club that on Goodreads that is, we're going to have a group book every single month and everything. So if you want to join us, you can follow. You can click the link down below and you can join the group. That would be amazing. So yeah, that is all of my notes and my August wrap up and everything. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!